Holy moly, I hope this is correct. I hope this is 100%. We're not going to know for sure until Saturday. But right now, it looks like the two Democrats have won in Georgia, which means that the Senate barely goes into the hands of the Democrats, which means that both the legislature and the executive branch are controlled by the Democrats. The Supreme Court's conservative, that's Republican, but the Democrats have two branches of government. That's what the elections in Georgia. Let me tell you the numbers, okay? That's what it looks like. So the numbers are 4.4 million votes total, and 2.2 million. Essentially, everybody got about 2.2 million. Between Jon Ossoff and Perdue, it was 50.19% to 49.81%. It was only a 15,000 vote difference. Now, remember, Georgia went to Joe Biden by only 11,000 votes. And so it was a little bit wider of a range, but 15,000, that's not a comfortable lead. It's small enough to trigger a recount, which, Perdue should pursue. So 4.4 million voters total, 2.2 million goes to Ossoff, goes to Perdue, goes to Warnock, goes to Loeffler. Warnock is going to get 50.61%. Loeffler is going to get 49.61%, and that's a difference of 55,000. So Warnock has a more comfortable lead. I feel comfortable saying Warnock has won. Warnock has got it. It's smart to declare the victory because of the perception, and perception being power. But it looks to me like Jon Ossoff probably got it too. But I'm not as certain about that one because it's 15,000 vote difference versus 55,000. 15,000, that's getting closer and closer to what, 300? And then that's what, 33? I think Matt Bevin won the Kentucky primary and the Republican primary by like 33 votes. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? By 33 votes, like, look how Donald's like, oh, we just need to find 11,000 votes. That means all they had to do is find 34 votes. So the way things look right now, and I'm going to, assume this to be true, but the Democrats won Georgia. The Democrats won Georgia. It looks like Ossoff and Warnock won. We'll know for sure by Saturday. This is, super exciting, super fantastic. This is a wonderful opportunity. Also, could be, it's basically put up or shut up Democrats. Democrats control the presidency. Democrats control the legislature. That means Democrats can pass whatever bills they want and execute whatever laws they want. They control the government. The Supreme Court just says what's constitutional, what's not constitutional. And so, therefore, they got two of the three branches of government. The Democrats are in control. Since the Democrats are in control, in 2 years when, probably the House will swing back to the Republicans, they'll look at the Democrats and say, well, you didn't change nothing. You didn't make America a better place. So the Democrats have to deliver. They have to deliver. Now, absentee ballots must be received by the poll closing time to be counted. There's an exception for military and overseas ballots. If they're postmarked by Tuesday and received by Friday, they will be counted, and absentee voters have until Friday to fix problems with their ballots so their votes can be counted. So that's huge. If just one of the Republicans would have won, if just Loeffler or Perdue would have won, then the Republicans would have controlled the Senate. They were sitting there making it sound like Loeffler had quoted Chuck Schumer, and Chuck Schumer had said, first we take Georgia, then we take the Senate, and then we take the world. Ah, ha, 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 ha. But it's not exactly like that. It's not at all like that. It's not like that at all. So the Democrats had to win both seats. They had to win both seats just to get barely enough power. Now, they understand power, so since they have just a little bit of power, they're able to probably, get a lot of their stuff, shoved through. Now, the Senate is 50-50. It's 50-48. Assume the Republican or the Democrats won in Georgia. Now the Senate is 50-50. So that means it's actually an even split. It's a tie. It's a tie. So the Senate, how can we say that the Democrats have the Senate if it's a tie? Well, the vice president breaks the tie in the Senate. So Kamala Harris, it's not just it's actual, it's not just a whatever. whatever that word is, it means it's an irrelevant position. It has power. Kamala Harris is actually will be essential. She'll be the tiebreaker vote, and that means the Democrats barely have power. If they vote tie, if all the Democrats say we want this, and the Republicans say we want this, and Kamala says, well, I kind of like your thing, but I want to change this one thing, they'll probably have to change that one thing. And since Democrats barely have power, it's not just Kamala Harris that'll have power, they'll all have leverage. The Democrats barely have the Senate. They barely got the Senate, and so it'll just take one single Democrat to peel off for any piece of legislation to fail, just one singular Democrat. So, Democrats got both houses, both the House of Reps and the Senate and the presidency. The Supreme Court is Republican, so two of the three branches of government, enough to pass legislation, execute them into action. The Democrats control two branches. So we got to, either success or failure. In 2 years, they'll say, Democrats, you control the whole government. Did you succeed? Did you help America? Did you make America better? Did you make America great again? Or did you fail? The buck will stop with the Democratic Party. The buck will stop with the Democrats. In 2 years, when nothing is better, then they'll deserve to lose their jobs. So what does the Democratic Senate get us, the American people? Well, we'll probably get a $15 minimum wage, family medical leave. These are the things that all the neoliberals agree on. But the biggest thing is we get to oust Mitch McConnell from the Senate leadership. It's going to be a Democrat. It's going to be somebody else. Maybe Bernie Sanders. Georgia did something that Kentucky could never do. Georgia did something that Kentucky never. They dethroned Mitch. So peaches are better than polk salad. Georgia did something that Kentucky could never do. In 1984, Kentucky said no to Walter Huddleston. Hey, Kentucky, you want Walter Huddleston or do you want Mitch McConnell? Kentucky is so loyal. They love their Mitch McConnell. In 1984, Kentucky said no to Walter Huddleston. They said yes to Mitch. In 1990, Kentucky said no to Harvey Sloan and yes to Mitch. In 1996, Kentucky said, should we go with Steve Beshear to be our senator? No, we're going to go with Mitch McConnell. In 2002, Lois Weinberg. Should we go with Lois Weinberg? No, we're going to go with Mitch. 2008, Kentucky had another choice, Bruce Lunsford. No. Mitch. 2014, should they go with Allison Grimes? No. 2020, should they go with Amy McGrath? Democrats have not done good against Mitch. Mitch is not charismatic. He's not exciting. Why the fuck? It doesn't make any sense why Kentucky is so goddamn stuck on Mitch. What is so special about Mitch's fucking Jesus Christ? Kentucky just keeps on saying, hey, let's go, toss Kentucky's salad. Let's go, let's just toss Kentucky salad all. Kentucky says, let's go toss Mitch's salad. All day long, Kentucky just wants to toss Mitch's salad. And why? Because my daddy told me to vote Republican. Do you even know the names of the people? No, but my daddy said it don't matter as long as you're on the winning side. So over and over again, right? No to Walter Huddleston, no to Harvey Sloan, no to Steve Beshear, no to Lois Weinberg, no to Bruce Lunsford, no to Allison Grimes, no to Amy McGrath. Yes to Mitch, 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 yes to Mitch. Since 1984. Is that ironic? Lauren Boebert says today is 1776. No, it's 1984. And it's been 1984 since 1984 because of Alabama Mitch. So shit. Georgia did something Kentucky could never do. Neither John Ossoff nor Raphael Warnock are for Medicare for all. So are they going to deliver? Are they going to deliver? I mean, it's all relative, but it doesn't seem like they're progressive enough. So neither John Ossoff nor, Raphael Warnock are for Medicare for all. John Ossoff is for a public option. I assume Warnock is too. They both said they're for health care. So you got to be thrown, Medicare for all, public option, either or, one or the other. So we'll probably get $15 minimum wage, family medical leave, maybe student loan forgiveness. I don't know, maybe $20 off the student loans, maybe something like that. So getting rid of Mitch McConnell is fantastic. And the public option is, is awesome. It's not bad. But is it good enough? And since the Democrats have to deliver, I think it's got to be big and bold. It's got to be a brand new deal. It's got to be a great society. It's got to be John Ossoff is opposed to the Green New Deal. John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock are opposed to defunding the police. They're also anti-taxes. So how's that supposed to work? We can't defund the police, but then we can't have taxes. How are we going to have police without taxes? John Ossoff is opposed to Medicare for all. John Ossoff is against Medicare for all. So Joe Biden's first 100 days have got to be big and it's got to be bold. We need a brand new contract, America. We need a great new society, a Green New Deal. Looks like we're going to need to force the vote on, making Bernie Sanders the Senate leader. Could you imagine that? We need to force the vote to make Bernie Sanders the Senate leader. Hey, Jimmy Dore, are you listening? Are you paying attention? There's another force the vote opportunity coming up. So fantastic, huh? Anyways, enjoy your day. Peace.